Get ready, friends. It's time for another Historic Metals livestream. Before we begin, don't forget to click like for the algorithm, be sure to subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. Also, be sure to click the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos and live streams. Now, let's get things started and make some history together. Here's your host for the show, Corky K.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I am back online in the studio here on my YouTube channel at Historic Metals. So I've got some playback coming from somewhere and I need to turn that monitoring off. Do you hear me doubled or do you hear me once? That's what I'm curious about. Figure out where that's coming from. All the extra windows and see if there's only one. Maybe I don't need to monitor over here. How's it going, everybody? Can you hear me? And how are we doing out there? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you hear me twice while I try to figure out where that echo is coming from. Why am I hearing myself twice? Let's try advanced audio properties, audio output, monitoring off, active sources, all the monitoring is off. So where is that coming from? It sounds good to you, but I hear me twice and I don't know why. So maybe if I just kill the headphones, I don't have to listen to that anyway. I just talk to you. So, how's the picture? Is the picture clear? Is it moving? Am I visible? Is the lighting okay? I have my hat on because I do have a bunch of lights on in here. And the glare is terrible. I'm going to do an old salivate slurp here. I'm going to get me some coffee. There's a salivate metal slurp, tip of the hat to one of the biggest streamers in the business. So here we are. I have quit my full-time job. I have taken on the whole idea of streaming full-time, actually. Well, not streaming full-time, but doing YouTube, streaming, doing auctions, metals, all that kind of stuff. I am going to get the chat room going here again with the doc so I can see what y'all are talking about. Let's see here. That should load up and then go to live chat. All right, picture good, coffee not so much. Yeah, well, do I ship to Canada, Frankie? Currently, no, because short story made long, I had a friend in Canada who asked me to order some stuff on Amazon. It wasn't even metals, and I had it shipped to him, and it cost him a bunch of money at the border. Super confusing, so I'm only going to be able to do the United States right now. But I might figure that out in the future. I understand Canada is a little easier than some other countries. I'm noticing on my tablet that the feed is awfully crappy. Let me see if it's the tablet's, because it's on 144, not advanced resolution. So let's go to the higher picture quality and see how I look. I am kind of monitoring the show on this tablet here so that it's an offline Wi-Fi connection to see what that's like. It does seem to have some latency, but we're going to test some things out today. We're going to get the stream dialed in. We're going to get the audio good. Sounds like the voice is coming through okay at about maybe, 30-40% volume on your headphones or whatever. Is kind of my goal so that you can make me loud if you need to. And then we can do things like this. And you should have heard ta-da. Let me see what's going on in my headphones. I did not have loop back until I started the stream. Cool. I got applause. And I got, just in case things get exciting, we have the attack drums. Get some drums going during the bidding of the auctions. I'm just testing everything, so I'm going to run through sound effects. I'm going to run through the different camera shots that I have, show you around my studio a little bit. I'm going feedback, dial everything in. And for those of you that hang out with me for a while and help me test, I'll come up with something out of all this inventory back here to do a giveaway with. Kind of caught up on my headphone wire here. But back here behind me, you know, these boxes, they're all very heavy actually, but they're full of shiny things. Every box up there has got gold, silver, currencies, coins, all kinds of stuff in them. Let's see. Yeah, so that's a bomb. Right on. So coin box over here where I can kind of show you things that are happening. Like the chicken coin here, just what I picked out for the textures to test the cameras with. And I've got the coin scope, where I've got a coin under a microscope here, or actually a round in this case, not a coin. Got the snake and the eagle going for it. Just has kind of one focus and one focal length, but that is what it is. When I do auctions, I will announce that it's time for snipers like all the other channels. And then I'll put sold in and show the payment screen here, which will explain how people can pay me, and then basically come back to showing you items in the coin box. So I have the items and the scope. I have the scope, and then I have me. So yeah, and then I can also show you the desktop if we have to look at the chat room for anything. It was bigger. I don't know, man. The chat is problematic for every channel. And of course, we can have some nice background music too. Let's get that dialed in. All right, let's see how that sounds. That should be some mellow background music under my voice, if all is going well. That should sound decent. Let me know in the chat. Let's look at the chat now. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Cool. Right. And then I don't need this one anymore. So that's cool. I got this one. Hey there, Bionic Bull. Darren Gray's in the house. Jeff Davis, thanks for stopping by. Frankie from Canada goes to Hollywood with me on stream. Jody Greenwood sharing me out. Thank you for that. Sounds good. Music's good. This is the scene now. Basically, if all of this is working, then I'm in prime shape to do auctions and things. So that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna set these headphones back on my head here, I guess. I don't know. Can I do something like this? I need a way to put them aside for a minute. And actually, the wire is short. I need to get an extension cord. Let's put those down completely for a second. And let's find something to give away and figure out how we're going to give it away now. Let's see. Something in the interesting bin here. Maybe in this box. What we got here? No, that's way too expensive to give away now. I know what we'll give away. We will give away for the first stream back for those few people who stopped by. This will be interesting and it'll look good on the camera. All right. We're going to do a giveaway, and I haven't got any kind of tools plugged in for that. I haven't figured out the bot. But we're going to figure it out anyway. So let's see. Picture and sounds are good. Music is good. Decent quality level. Did the music stop? Or is it not playing the playlist here? Oh, we're not on the playlist. So let's just go here and start it up again. Really want to get the music going in the background. But I listen to it here too very quietly. All right. So we're gonna do a giveaway. How many people are in the chat right now? Let's see. I think I can check that right here. Participants, 3 of you. Some of you are gone. Wait a minute. What happened to Jody? She's participant, and other names there. That didn't look right. So let's try and get another tab going with the actual show, and let's see what's going on there, because. Echo for a second till I can hit the mute button on. As soon as it loads. Yep, 6 watching. I'd like to get to 10 before we do a giveaway. Think we can get there? Tell your friends. Alright, I'm waiting for this to come on so I can mute it on the second monitor here. It is muted, that's good. We got 7 watching now, including me, but I think I'm on like 3 screens, so anyway, that, but we'll pop that up. We'll put this over here, to the front, and this to the front. Okay, the giveaway is gonna require my glasses for me to read it. It's a slab, but don't get excited, it's a giveaway slab. This is the first President George Washington 2007 P $1 MS-65 first day of issue. Here it is. Let's put that in the stand and bring it to the front. Other things out of the way. Oops, I knocked over a gram of gold back there from Alaska. It's in this little vial. Put that back there and that back to the front. And bring this to the front. Let's bring our giveaway to the front. All right, it's funny looking George. He's got like a light shining on his nose, like makes him look like he has a weird look. Okay, so first President George Washington 2007 $1. Let's see what that's worth. I didn't even check. I just knew it was current, and I think it's gold toned, not gold plated, but let's go ahead and scan that on the NBC app real quick. See what we've got here. Then I'll figure out how we're going to do the giveaway. Probably just pick a number and I'll write it down. But first, let me see what this thing scans at. Scan the barcode. Okay. Price value is $10. Total graded, higher grades 1,115. It doesn't have the pictures, but I will show you the scan here. Let's go to the face cam. So I have the scan. Let's see if we can get that up in here. And $10 is what it scans at. So that's a $10 giveaway that we're gonna do right now. And the way we're gonna do this is gonna be oh, I just got an email from you, Hambone. Actually, I need to check my description. I do like the email when you win, but I don't really need it before you bid, although that does kind of validate people. I'm gonna write a number down. Well, we still have a very small crowd here. For those of you that came at the beginning and stayed with me through testing all the audio and everything, I'm gonna write a number down between 1 and 10. When I tell you to go in the chat, you're gonna put in your number, one guess and one guess only, and the closest to the number without going over before I say stop is gonna win this $10 dollar. So there's that. All right, so here we go. Let me go to the chat room, live chat. Let's go ahead and put that bad boy on the screen over here. So we can actually pause the, no, we won't pause the video. We'll actually go to the popped out chat. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna put it into chat now. Pick a number 1 through 10, go, bang, 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 bing, 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 go. Here we get some attack drums. Excuse me. All right, I figured there's 7 or 8 people in here, so I'll give it a minute. Let the attack rooms play out. And then we'll let that run just a little bit longer. We got 4 numbers in so far. And waiting for a few more people. Waiting for a few more people. We can stop. We have a winner already. Already we have a winner. So let me put the stop sign in. Yeah. All right, so we have a winner. That winner is... Let's go to the full cam here. Let me find my mouse. All right, the winner is David Canham, who guessed it right on the money. The number was 4. David, you have won this beautiful, beautiful 2007 first day of issue MS65 Washington coin. It's pretty nice. Has Liberty on the reverse here. Let's get her to focus in a little bit. Come on now, camera, you can do it. Let's get further away and lock on and then slide up. So there we go. We got a Liberty dollar, modern commemorative dollar of George Washington. I don't know what it says down there. I'm trying to read it on the screen instead of in front of me. It says the president's, or first president, and the years of his presidency, which are tiny. But yeah, so David, just send me an email. I'll put the information up on the screen. You don't owe me any money, but if you'll send me an email, you see that info@historicmetals.com on the bottom of the screen right now. It should be on the bottom of every screen that I basically use. And this right here will be yours in just a few days, presuming that you live in the United States and can receive mail at your location. So that will be awesome. Let me write your name on here. David Canham. Congrats. Historic Metals. I'm signing your winning number. And I'll put that in the package with it as an autographed Historic Metals card. Actually, I'll sign Corky on that too. Okay, that's me. All right, there you go. This is your winning kit. I will set that aside and get that mailed out by tomorrow. Always same day. If after 4 p.m. it goes the next day. So that's a good giveaway experience, everyone. Congratulations to David. Awesome. So how's the audio, everybody? Hello, Con671. Welcome in. Darren Gray, if I didn't say hello, welcome. Thank you, everyone who shared out. Darren, thanks. And Jody, thanks for that. Checking the audio, making sure we're good. Everything's happy. That's really cool. So I really didn't plan anything except for I wanted to test the stream and test all the various sound effects and things like that. I was wondering when I ran the auction finishing video, was the volume good for that? Let me run that again. Here's an auction finisher video. After it's over, it mutes my mic while it's running. But let me know in 10 seconds if the volume was too loud or too soft compared to the rest of the stream. Here. All right, so, and then it automatically goes to the payment screen at the end of that. How was the volume on that? And how was the overall sound of the auction video? Is that good, guys? Good volume, says Jeff. Little low, says Hambone. I can fix that. So I don't want to, I'll do that after the stream, but noting it's tiny bit low, if anything, and sounds good for some of you is handy. Let's try some other stuff here. Let's go to my left screen monitor, which is the desktop I can see chat on. Chat's probably very tiny for you guys, I'm guessing. Let's see if I can zoom that up some. Let's see if we can get chat to where it's nice and legible on the screen. And then low, and you forgot to put sold in the chat. Darren, you're exactly right. I did forget that. Let's try it one more time with that auction finisher, and I'm going to try to time the sold in the chat now that I've made chat a lot bigger, and we'll actually adjust the volume a little too while you're listening. Oh dear. Well. Yep, forgot the sold again. Because actually when I did this over here to the chat, look, there's no place to type at the bottom, and now I can't see the chat bar down at the bottom. So what I gotta do is find a happy medium there where I can still see that bar before it gets too big and takes that off the screen. So that's not bad. How's that for everybody? Let's try one more time. Sorry about this, but this is part of getting me dialed in so that when we do the real thing, nobody gets mad at me later. Here we go. All right, I put sold in that time. How'd we do with that? So that time I got a test snipe from Darren and Hambone right after the sold. Hambone said dial it up. Now I did dial up the volume on that quite a bit. Sold was early. So it was time to my OBS, not the stream. I'm going to have to practice that as much as you guys. You hit test at 1 second and it came right after. So sold was not right on the mark. Okay. Were you basing it on when the word sold on the screen flashed up? Is that what you're going by? When the word sold appeared in the video? Sold in chat was too early. Alright, so I'll have to, chat's getting there before the video does. I'm gonna have to work on my timing. Oh yeah, not the volume. Volume's good now. Okay. So I'll have to work on the timing, but I'm not going to bore you to death by running that over and over again right now. Let's check this cool coin scope. So this round right here, I could do a deal or no deal on this. This is the Golden Eagle, which is, here, I'll show it to you big first, and then we'll go back on the scope, back over to the clocks. So this is a Golden Eagle for 2023. I'm going to have to look up my price on it, but I would do a deal or no deal on this. If anyone is interested in picking one of these, it's brand new on the market. 1 ounce of fine silver. As you can see, it's flawless in a capsule. Probably would grade if it was something you're interested in. I believe it's the first coin out of Malta for 2023 and possibly ever. Let me Google this one real quick. Let me take the chicken down and put the eagle up right here. Oops. So, okay, so let me run a quick check on this. I'm using StreamYard. Yeah, so let me do a quick look up on this guy and see what I paid for him. All right. Dial that in. spacebar not working? All right, like that, I get quieter. Could you still hear me when I'm talking to myself? Yeah, these are $45 all day, 42, 45. Yep. All right. So I would do a deal or no deal on the Golden Eagle. If anyone is interested in that, just make me an offer in chat. I will go back to the chat here. And keep going. All right. Hey, Sergeant Stacking, what's up? What's up? Yeah, so what I mean is I've shown you a coin. I told you that they seem to be selling for $5. Looking for offers on that. Eagle. For your purchase. If you are interested, let's get a little closer, shall we? And we can actually look at the detail on that guy. He is super cool. Let's put him under the coin scope here. Coins. All right, so get on that eagle's face. He's ferocious looking, and the feathers. This thing is flawless. The snake head, the snake skin. All around the edges, it has like a texture. The feathers go into that textured area. It's super cool, man. And the back is pretty awesome too. The reverse. So, Malta, 1 ounce of 999. And fine silver with these beautiful flowers all around their Maltese cross. Can't quite make out what the Latin says, but it's Latin stuff. And then there's these guys looking ferocious with their big swords, monster swords. They have big two-handed swords, and all the flowers and texture. Yeah. So no deal offer on it in chat. What's happening, Chili Gumbo? Thanks for dropping by. We're just kind of hanging out, testing out my stream. Let me say hello to everybody. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing? I'm getting black marks on my hand from a new mouse pad I have. It's like the dye is coming off it or something. It's kind of weird. Let me rub that off. I keep all my silver and stuff in bags and capsules, so I never touch it with my hands. And I do have gloves if I have to get one out. But, I can start showing you some of my inventory. It's kind of complicated to do, but I have collectibles. I have just probably about 1,000 ounces of silver here and about 10 ounces of fractional gold in all different kinds of shapes and sizes. I'm going to be auctioning off a lot of. Basically, I'm starting a business, right? So I've kind of retired. / left my career after some 35 years of technology sales, software development, all of that, engineering. I've worked crazy places for crazy people doing crazy things, but I'm done with that, and I'm going full-time on YouTube. So I've been making some content. You probably checked out my channel. If you haven't, I hope you will. Got a half dozen, maybe 10 videos up already, and there's more coming, hopefully weekly. They're all basically 15-minute sort of documentary infotainment about numismatics, collectibles, treasure, bullion, silver, gold, platinum, all the things that we love that are shiny and valuable. I'm also doing the live streams. I'll do the auctions. I was doing a once-a-week auction last year, and it went really well. At least once a week this year, but I have another idea. And while there's a handful of you here, let me bounce it off you and see what you think. I live in a small town in Tennessee. It's probably 2,000 people, and then we're kind of tucked into a bigger town which has maybe 10,000 people. So all told, in my area there's about 12,000 people surrounded by cornfields, cow fields, and cotton fields. There's no local coin store. So thank you very much. I'm only going to turn 55 this year, so it's retirement's relative, but I'm starting this business and kind of getting out of the game that I wasn't. Anyway, that said, there's no local coin shop where I live. It's 90 miles to Nashville or probably a 90-minute drive 50 miles over a mountain to Chattanooga. So that's not really happening for coin dealing. I have this proposition that there's many people in this country just like myself that are not near a local coin dealer. I see you all at Saka Plata's show, at AG47's show, at SC Stacker's show, at Kentucky John's stuff, at Cash Money's stuff. I see you on all these channels buying silver and gold, and I think to myself, what if I was available to you all day, every day, just like Coin Guy and all these other ones that, you know, these guys go and see, and they talk to you about coins. We can basically have a stream. I could set up StreamYard so you could join me if you want, and then we can talk to each other, as opposed to just chatting and talking. But basically, here's my proposition. I'm going to take my headphones off and stand up, so you're, going to see a weird shot for a second, but I'm going to show you what's in some of these boxes and give you an idea of what I have to offer. And my theory is that I could come online every day and just stay online, be in the chat room. I am your LCS. I ship with the same day. My small town post office is like a clock. Every day at 4 o'clock, they start stamping the packages outbound. So every day, if I get your package up there by 4 p.m., it's on the way. Now, of course, if I'm streaming, I can't leave to go to the post office, but each way I can do them at night, and they always ship the next day by 4 p.m. So I can offer basically less than 12-hour to 24-hour shipping, and most of my packages get anywhere in the country in the standard amount of time that a USPS first-class package takes, so 2 to 5 days, depending on how far away you are. If you're up in the corner of Oregon or Seattle, you're going to be farther from me than, when SC Stacker sends me a package and it's here in 36 hours. So that said, let me show you some of the stuff I have to offer. And I'm not going to go through it in detail. I'm just going to pull a box and show you what I mean. But there's a dozen boxes behind me and give you an idea. We'll just start from the top. So this is a box of numismatic stuff. Now, when you open these boxes, they have a glass top, but as you can see, there's currency, there's coins, and it's falling, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm not going to open any more of them. I'm just going to tilt them up. But this one is a box full of numismatics that are fairly valuable, including the Delaware Colonial Note that I just did my latest video on, which is worth about $600. Just one piece of paper that's in that box. So I dropped the coin. I got to find it on the ground. And I don't know where it went. It went far away, as things do when they fall on the ground. Maybe it fell on the chair. Maybe it fell on the table. But it totally disappeared. So I will find that later and hopefully not step on it, because I heard it thump to the ground. But I'll be darned. So anyway, we won't open any more boxes. This is a box of all Morgan dollars. These under this corner are GSA box sets. There's probably around 60 Morgan dollars of different years in here in different grades. So that's just Morgans in that box. This box is foreign currency, including Libertads and just stuff I've picked up in my travels to 16 different countries that I've been to. So a lot of paper currency. Underneath, all Libertads predominantly, and some smaller things like some silver foreign coins and things like that. This box begins to start into silver collectibles. So you'll see things in boxes and some weird shapes like the Volcambi bar and the 5-ounce Libertad and bat coin and the spherical moon and some pandas in slabs and other boxed excitable things I'll show you on future streams. We're getting heavier now. This box is hard to lift. This is about 400 ounces of 5 and 10 ounce bars and a couple of tubes, plus some special 5 and 10 ounce stuff inside of velvet boxes. This is really heavy, and I'm gonna put it down before the box explodes. And check on the chat, see if anybody new has popped in. Darren Gray there. Okay, let's move over. Here's another box that's a little lighter so I can catch my breath. Again, more silver collectibles. The wooden box has the 10-ounce dragons in it that you've seen, silver nugget bars, a bunch of 5 and just weird 2-ounce and Aztecs and just random stuff. There's probably 150 ounces in there. Let's see. This is going to be complicated to go through and sell. This is all the individual collectible everything. Aliens over, prospectors, gorillas, seahorses, disobey, Gandhi, blah, blah, blah. All those collectible individual rounds, about 300 ounces in this box. I know it doesn't look like it, but they weigh quick. Just every kind of thing you can imagine is in there. And that's getting close to the end of the silver. The last box of silver is more collectible stuff. Stuff in TPs and just kind of random. One thing I'll show you that won't ever be for sale, but it's on top, so it's kind of unique. You'll never see it anywhere else. Let me sit down for this. Taking you through the silver. We still got anybody in the chat room, or you guys just sitting there ignoring me? Last year, I had all my teeth removed. I'm wearing full dentures. There they are. See? Hi. Anyway, so I have fake teeth, and I was really depressed about it until I found this MK Bars set of teeth, and I bought myself a silver grill. It's 1.75 ounces, made by MK Bars. Let's see if we can put it on the close-up coin box. So this is my personal never sell piece, just to commemorate. And you'll never see them anywhere else, but a set of silver teeth. Now, of course, they're much smaller than my real mouth, but I thought they were really funny. So I bought that to cheer myself up. A little inside information, too much information about me. But yeah, so lots of stuff in there in the silver department, including things that are new, you know, like the, let's go back over here. Like the 5-ounce America the Beautiful and Osiris and just, you know, all kinds of random stuff in there too. So that's on silver. So I just showed you very quickly about 1,000 ounces of silver. Now let's talk about gold. In fractional gold, I have, this is a random box of gram bars, and there's a few quarter ounces sliding around at the top, and some slab gold and pre-33 stuff and pour-in stuff. This is an interesting piece that I'll show you, and I will just hold these up real quick. We'll take a little closer look at some of the gold here. But one thing I have is I did buy the gold back wallet. I was dealing gold backs last year. I did a question, Darren, about the 82 Morgan, but I'm gonna have to pull those back out, and yeah, probably. I have everything in Morgans. I have around 65 or 70 Morgans. I have a complete set of all the states of gold backs in all the denominations, plus the silver back, which I luckily won because I wouldn't have paid that much for a silver back. Those are crazy, stupid prices, but they're collectible and whatever, silver dragons, yeah. So, but I do have the gold backs. I used to sell them. I've sold about 5,000 gold backs last year, buying them banded and marking them up and selling them single. Good times. So from a gold point of view, probably the most expensive, well, I wouldn't say the most expensive piece of gold I have, but one of the more interesting pieces of gold I have is, switching coins here again, would be this 1913 Indian head. Beautiful piece. I've got an even bigger pre-33 piece coming in the mail right now. Can't wait to show that to you. But that one's really special. It's in a locket. When you see it, you're going to be blown away. Lots of random stuff in quarters and fractional here. That's one box of gold. This was the piece I wanted to show you. So this, keep an eye out for these. Right here, this is an Amerivox phone card with an Indian on it. You notice it's a little bit shimmery and gold colored. This is not like the gold backs, which is why I showed those to you first. This is a hammered sheet of actual gold, a piece of metal, right? It's very thin. It's in a sleeve. But back in the day, this is 1 gram of fine gold. 1 gram. A gold back is 1,000th of an ounce. It's like fractional gram, but this is a whole gram, thin as a card. Like, it's a metal phone card. And it's a cheap way to buy grams of pure gold because nobody knows what they are. People think they're just toys or gimmicks or something. But they have beautiful artwork on them. And they're out there. I paid about $70 for this when gold was at about 90 a gram online. So I got it a little cheaper than a gram of gold. But as you can see at the bottom, and it's metal. I mean, it's metal. It's not a gold back. It's not flexible. You can't bend this. It would break or whatever. But it's made by Mitsubishi Corporation, who also makes the metal clay that people do precious metal crafts with. One fine gram. Anyway, I thought it was really cool. So I had to have that as part of my personal collection. I have a couple of pieces of platinum, but not very much. Not a platinum guy too much. I just have some platinum, you know, all can be. Cards. And then in the real impressive pile of gold, even though some of the stuff in this box that I was just going through is slabbed, very expensive eagles and things like that are, you know, they are what they are. People pay what they pay for those gold eagles. Tents and the premium's crazy, and the slabbed ones that are, you know, PF70 Ultra Cameo are just stupid expensive. But if you're buying 10th challenge, if you ever did a 10th challenge, some of these slide around so they're not going to tilt well. But I did the 10th challenge for 50 straight months. And then I got this jewelry display box, and I have 50 10ths. Now the ones over here, they all kind of fell because they're down in the corner down there because they're in capsules, and I didn't want to put their capsules inside. They didn't fit inside the other ones. But the other ones came uncapsulated. 50 grams of 1/10 gold, all different kinds. So I got eagles and Philharmonics and Krugerrands and maples and prospectors and some other kinds of foreign things, and the lynx and the, you know, the Spanish stuff, and just crazy amounts of 10ths. So that's what's going on in gold. Now I have other silver and stuff that's kind of in special boxes and whatever. Something else that I deal in is antique pocket watches. So you'll see some of these come up if anybody's interested on the auction. See if I can get them tilted. This one in this top corner, the small one, is a solid silver pocket watch. I'll pull that one out. It's got a 100% solid fine silver case. Let's go to the coin box. So it's just a plain looking watch on the front, but on the back it is a fine hammered silver. It's all silver, the case, 100%. The watch works, it's just not wound right now. The minute hand is, as you can see, short, which is interesting. Sorry, the hour hand, I mean, very short. And I'm not sure if it's broken off and been cut by a watch repair person along the way or not. The enameling on the face has some cracks that aren't going to show up on this camera very well, but you can't really see them in real life either, so it's amazing that the camera even gets this good a shot. But this is a special piece. It's about 150 years old. So that's kind of fun. Is anybody left in chat? Throw one in chat if you're still with me. Am I talking to myself? Did I bore you to death showing you the potential for my future auction? Other things I have, everybody knows that there's a one from Ham and Cons and Darren and SGT. Great, just making sure people are still with me. You know, another thing that I'll have a lot of is ancients. These are all ancients. So by ancients, I mean things like, you know, Roman, Byzantine, and Greek stuff. That one I just pulled out at random is from the year 253 AD. So it's 1,800 years old. 1,850 years old, this coin. It's a real coin. Let's go the opposite end of the box and pull out this very tiny one. This is an Eastern Roman Empire coin from AD 400 to 450. So this coin was from the year 400. So this is 2023. 1,625 years ago, people were passing around coins like this. Very tiny little dude. But as from the decline and fall of Rome period, so the end of Rome, in about 400, when the Byzantines were coming in to kick their ass, let's put that one on the scope. I apologize for the small cough. I'm a little dry mouth from talking so much. Let's go to the scope and let's get her under there. So as you can see, this one's pretty worn out. It's pretty scrubbed. Sometimes when they go ahead and slab them like that, they just mark them as authentic. These are not uncommon. They're about $40, maybe $50 a coin. Depends. Some of them up in this box are up to $100, but that one's really worn out. Looks like it had the moon potentially on the back at some point. Let's find one with a better image to put on the scope. And let's jump to the middle of the box. So this is from the House of Constantine in the year 337. And again, kind of fragged out, but you can make out a face, right? So if I get it tilted the right way, there's the person. And some writing around the edges. This coin's been clipped quite a bit, where they were, chipping off pieces of it, test for authenticity or for weight. Back then, you didn't spend 3 coins to buy, a gallon of milk. You spent 4 grams of copper, so things were done by weight. And this one has like a warrior on the back, like a skeletal warrior, a god. It's pretty wild. So you might have to use 3 coins, 4 coins. They chip pieces off. Everything was done by weight. Well, if you like the close-ups, let's look some more. I haven't really looked at these ancients too much. So the first one we did was kind of a scrub. Well, maybe not. You can kind of looks like Godzilla, but it's actually a person with sort of a crown on, looking to the right towards this side over here. That's a coin from the Gallienus period. Emperor Gallienus, AD 253. The next one, Claudius, from the Roman Age of Chaos. I love that when it says the Roman Age of Chaos. That just makes me feel awesome. But again, somebody with a spiky crown on. Different dude, similar crown. Let's look at the back. Sometimes the backs are better. They're struck harder because the words are on the back. This one, not so much. And hard to say what the images were. They mostly favored creatures and gods and emperors. The emperors on the coin didn't really start till Caesar. There's another dude with a crown as we go through time here. This one's got a better back. Let's take a look at the reverse here. Some kind of a god with long arms beckoning. Kind of creepy. A lot of them look very alien, tall and skinny. There's probably some theories about that. From the Roman Age of Chaos. Double denarius. A bi-double denarius. Bimetal. The reason it's a bi is it's a bimetal, so copper and probably some tin or iron. I can't remember what the second metal is. It's copper and nickel. No, that's not correct. They didn't work nickel yet. I would have to look it up. I forgot. But AD 270. So, we're talking basically 100 years ago. This crazy stuff, thousands of years old, and they had money. Oh, this one's got a good picture on it. So this one is the sun, I believe. You can see it's struck off center. They hammered them. The dies, they didn't have machines, so they had a guy with a hammer and a strike, and he would strike the little round metal, and the the letters or whatever they needed to say on them, into it with a hammer. So they're very imprecise. This is another Roman Age of Chaos coin. Camera. Then you can see it looks much better, right? Like holding it in your hand can look a lot better than the same coin on the coin scope. That one's a really great specimen, actually. In the back, you can actually still read, right? So, Clementine. This was Probus, Emperor Probus. So, yeah. And so on. So, the ancients can be tons of fun. I've got a couple dozen of them here. I'm gonna stop playing with them or I'll be here forever with those. And I'm gonna point out that the available deal or no deal right at the moment, just for this show, I will make this. I'll show you what it goes for on eBay, then I'll make a price and see if anybody wants to make a purchase today on that particular coin. I am. Oh, here's another one. Hold on. First, let's look at this. As I'm putting them away, I'll show you this guy. He's super cool looking. Kind of looks like he has his arm in a sling, but he's actually holding like a harp or something. And he's Leo. It's a phallus, this coin. And the back has really excellent printing, which you could actually read if you spoke Latin, Roman. But yeah, that's from the year 886, so it's only about 1,300 years old, so it's much better condition because, you know, 1,300 and 1,800 years are very different in terms of a coin's life. Just imagine, these things were used to pay soldiers, they were used to pay for agricultural purchases, things like that. So definitely a lot of history behind these historic coins. Oh, one more thing I want to show you, which I want to sell, but I can't bring myself to put a price on it. But you'll never see this anywhere else. Let me go back to the main cam here. I bought this set, the set. You can tell it's big, okay? And it's Chinese. And it has a rocket on it. Let me get that light bulb glare off it a little bit. So, this... Oh, there's all the papers. This set is a dozen ounces of silver. Each one of those has enameled Chinese rocket stuff on it. I'll pull them out and show you in the coin cam a couple of them up close. This set was expensive when I bought it. I believe it's the only one in the United States. It comes with this Chinese card, which tells about what it is. And I've held this up to Google Translate. And as you can see, the number down there is number 906. I assume there were maybe 1,000 of this set made total. It does not specify. There's also something that they have to release from the mint with all this commie stuff written all over it and stars, red stars, which has like weight and purity information. Basically a COA, but in Chinese. Both of those cards came with it. Now let me show you some of these pieces. You will never see anything like this in this country, I don't believe. If I pop one of these out, they're kind of hard to get out of this box. They're all very similar. Each one represents a different rocket or satellite or mission of the Chinese Space Agency. They are 3D bars. Let's go to the coin cam here. They are 3D, high relief, in capsules that are made to fit them, with color pictures on them, all Chinese writing. They are 30 grams a piece because China doesn't do the 1 ounce thing. They do the 30 gram thing. So you can see the 30 gram. Made in 2002, so they're 21 years old. When you translate all the information that comes with it, it talks about the great dreams of man to go to space and how China has realized the history and dreams of all mankind by all of these space missions. It's super flowery language. They're super flowery pieces. As you can see, all that detailing and relief going on, and shape of the bar is unusual, kind of like a dog bone or a dog collar shape. The backs have another etching of a different picture on each one. Every single bar is different. There's the Great Wall of China at the bottom, the rocket and the gantry, and Chinese writing that I have not translated on everything, but it basically names the mission. These are probably the coolest thing ever in my book. Let me show you, like, oh, this one's upside down. I need to pop it out anyway, so I'll pull it out. There's a different picture with a different orbiter and a different satellite. Just think about all the stuff that's in space. It's not all American, right? So other countries are putting stuff up there too. China being, and Russia being too, but also India and some smaller, Pacific Rim kind of countries. And I'm sure Australia has rockets. Although, you know, you never hear about Australian, like, tech, right? Like, they don't have jet fighters and rockets coming out of Australia. At least not that we hear about on this side of the world. But, yeah, so these are super neat. That set right there is probably $1,000 for 12 ounces of silver. Probably some of the more expensive silver in my kit. But one day I will take screenshots of the translated text and put this up for sale. But that day is not today because I love it way too much. So, cool. Is our music still going? Good afternoon, AZ Coins. How are you? I've been on stream now for about an hour. Thanks for coming by. We went through a lot of my inventory and things that I'm going to have for sale. Still kind of going through and looking around to see if there's anything I missed. I do have some, somebody asked about an 82 Morgan earlier. I might have one right here. Hang on just a second. Let me see what's in my hands, my hot little hands. Oh no, these are, I'll have to get them out of the box. These are mine that I have for myself, graded by NGC in the kit with not one, but both pieces of properly serialized paper. That's worth more than gold right there for that. And then I have 3 like that are different years. But I have 3 others that are in the boxes where the boxes aren't as nice and they aren't graded. But they are in the GSA sets with the GSA holder. I will dig those out, and I think there might be an 82 in there. If not, I probably have a raw one. What else do I have? Oh, I didn't show you the jewels. I also dabble in cut gemstones. So these are amethysts and rubies and garnets and citrines and turquoise and various actual, they're cut. So each one, they're just like ready to make jewelry with. Some of them, there's probably about 300 carats, 400 carats worth of stones there. And then also some other mineral specimens and stones that are in here, but they're not categorized as well or as easy to show. So yeah, gemstones, gold, silver, pocket watches. Just some of the treasures you'll find on Historic Metals that are going to be different and more unusual than what you see on some of the other channels. And, yep. So, what does that mean for Darren Gray? Which thing were you excited about there out of all of those things that I showed? And I went through it quick. I mean, 1,000 ounces of silver, we could be here for a long time going through that. I'm gonna go back to the Golden Eagle. I want to sell this Golden Eagle today to somebody. So let's go back over here and let's talk about it. What we're talking about right now is this Malta 2023. It's brand new, just came out in the capsule. I had put it up as a deal or no deal. I had said, make me an offer on it. They're selling for about $45 on eBay. Let's verify that. 82 Morgan, gotcha, Darren. I'll go through and look. I'll probably do a Morgan auction, and you're gonna want to be there for that. So if I was to go over to eBay right now and look up this coin that I have for sale here, you can see that even JM and, you know, the biggest names sorted as buy it now, price plus shipping lowest first, starts at $41. But from Anston Silver, I've never heard of them, but they're a top rated seller with 3,000 feedback. JM at 62,000 feedback has it at 41. I would ship this for $40 today if anybody wants it. With a capsule, which you don't get from these guys either. That's an extra buck. So, yeah, ship with a capsule, $40 for the Golden Eagle. Is anybody interested? Making a test purchase today on the test stream. It's flawless. I'm gonna sip on my coffee while you think about it. Give my voice a second to recover. Yeah, Germania does good stuff. This is a really nice one. The back is pretty astounding too. Let's turn it over. Well, usually seems to get better if I back up and then come forward. No, doesn't want to focus on that tiny detail. This keeps getting stuck in there. Oh well, this side's better looking anyway. Now, when I do my normal auction shows, they're going to be like bang, bang, bang. This is just hanging out today, testing the stream. I was only going to go for about an hour, and that hour has happened. So at this point, we're just kind of winging it. But yeah, let's get back to the idea I was talking about earlier. So what if I was your local coin shop, and I was just online? And you could just come here, and I'm here, and you can, you know, talk to me about your collection or your needs, kind of like the guys in the videos that you see that are actually coin shops. Only my coin shop would operate out of my house. You'd be able to see me. I can even get closer and then back up again. And I could just help you, you know, figure out what you've got, give you values on things, you know, buy and sell and trade. Mostly sell right now, but potentially some buying. We'll watch how the market goes. And then just operate kind of full time like this. It's just a thought I had. Be online from like, you know, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. or something on stream. Just being an LCS. Sitting here in my shop, doing my thing. Taking orders, talking with customers. What do y'all think about that idea? Do you think it's silly, or do you think that over time people might like the idea of a local coin shop that comes to them via the internets? Kind of wait and see what y'all think about that. Sounds like a dream, says Hambone. Well, you know, it's a dream job, a good idea and a good deal. So yeah, I would just kind of come online and just sit here and hang out. The only things that I can find that are drawbacks about it are twofold. Number one, I do have to eat and go to the bathroom and stuff periodically, but for that, I could always just go like this and then come back too. So there's always that, which will just kill all the sound and kill all, and I could leave the music on it, I guess. But I could do that, or I could, you know, just tell people, let me step off camera for a second and I'll be right back. But yeah, I mean, every day I have to drag all this stuff out of my safe. All the boxes fit in my safe. So these are actually on wheels, these shelves. And I can roll them in the other room and put everything in the safe, which is pretty cool. And then roll it out here to do the show. And basically just be a store. And sit here, you can see my label printer back here. I'm a professional shipper. You get professional stuff quickly shipped. The post office is 2 blocks from my house within walking distance. I can be back in 15 minutes. If I drive, it's like 4 minutes round trip to go up there and put packages in. So it's super easy. This is my idea. Yeah, the watch hours would be up too, which is interesting too. But here's the thing. Just being on a stream doesn't get watch hours. People like you have to be here actually watching. But if people come and go from the shop, and this is the shop, what is the difference between me sitting here behind my desk right here and you guys, you know, walking into a store where a guy's behind a counter and he has all this inventory, which, like I showed you, part of the reason I showed you is I can take a box, right, and be like, okay, let's go through, you know, the Morgans, right? You want an 82 Morgan? Let's see what I got, right? So an 82 Morgan, just hypothetically, well, let's see here. 85. Here's an 1882 right off the top. I found one on the second try, an 1882 Morgan. In a, you know, generic holder from Guaranteed Genuine PCS. These were just 100th anniversary holders some coin shop made. Let me switch cameras. I would have to look up the value and price on this right now, but it's a very fine specimen. Not graded, just packaged by a coin shop that made these holders. 1882 uncirculated, 90% silver. Uncirculated means it's in fantastic shape and would be worth probably crossing over to a graded holder, because as you can see, it's a monster. Not cleaned or anything, just freaking uncirculated, perfect. So yes, I do have 82s, and I would definitely sell it. So what's an 82 going for? Let's see. But yeah, I got lucky pulling that out on the second try, so, because obviously could have taken a while if I didn't get it on the second try to go through all of these. I also, you know, I have all the slab ones, but I also have like basically just stacks of them in cards, right? You know, and I've also got them where they aren't even, you know, they just came in to me in various bags and flips, and I have to go through, and they're all labeled. Like, I did, at least when I get them, I go through and try to put, you know, a date on them or something with the Sharpie, but ultimately a lot of those are culls. But the ones that are in the slabs, some of these are pricey. Some of these are real pricey. Here's another 1882. 1882. Oh, did you have a mint mark in particular you were interested in? Let's see what other 1882s I've got handy here. And then we'll look them up for value and mint marks and stuff. 81, 21, 85, 84, 83. Might just have a couple. I don't know. I'm not going to go through all the loose, like, bagged ones, and I could. There's probably cheaper ones in that pile, but because they're going to be older. Or not older, but worn out. It's just you were born in 1882. You're old. You're really old, man. 1882. Let's see. Let's see. And what's in these last 3 GSAs since I went ahead and opened the box up? Damn it, Darren, you're old. So I got 2 82s out of the box at a glance. This one is a... can't see it. Hang on, let me get my assisted living. Ooh, that's an 1882 as well. You got lucky. So I got the fancy 1882, my friend. I have the Carson City GSA 1882, not graded, but it is an uncirculated silver dollar. Now the box is supposed to be hinged at the top, but as you can see, it has long ago given that up. So the box is not ideal, but it is the box all the same. And you can get those on eBay for like 20 bucks with the paperwork and everything. So I have that 82, and then I have these two, which are the O and the P. So I have an O, a P, and a CC in 1882s. Let's find some values on them, shall we? What do you think? It's an interesting little journey. This is how I go at the coin shop. You know, I'd be like digging in my inventory, and then I have to look up what I can sell it to you for, either in my records or in my comps. And we're going to go with comps because the market's all over the place compared to when I bought some of this stuff. Excuse me. So let's go to my eBay here. Let's put in there 1882 GSA CC Morgan. We'll do it together. I'll show you how. All right, so as you can see, you can buy boxes and paperwork for like 15 bucks. Which, if you wanted a nicer box than the one I've got, that's all fine and good. But let's see here where they actually start with the coins. So 350, 350. Now with Liberty, you're not even getting the box probably. You're just getting the holder. So let's go take a look at that. Nope, you're getting the box. So they're giving you the box and paperwork. What's it look like? Looks good actually. So $350 seems to be the price for a good one with box and papers. I have just the box. No COA, torn box, $358, $359, $350, $350, $350. $350 and it can be yours, Darren. If you would like a CC uncirculated, it'll look just like basically this one. Nope, not like that one, because that's not the uncirculated one. That's not as good. It'll look like this one, but without the paperwork. In fact, it doesn't have to, it looks like, I can show you. It's right. So the box, nice on both sides. Like I said, the hinge is gone. The inside is still, oh, Richard Nixon-y. And nice. The coin in the box. The coin out of the box. Uncirculated. Flawless. $350 shipped. That's the top. Goes like that, goes like that, goes like that, goes like that. So $350 for that one. Let's look up these other two, which will be close, but not as much. So 1882 P Morgan silver dollar in the 100th anniversary holder, which is from PCS Stamps and Coins. See if I can find an exact match. Nope, 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 nope. We're looking for a black holder. Looks kind of like this. But where are these at? All over the place. Let's see. Let's go buy it now. And no exact matches. That's why they're all over the place. It's every different year. 1882. Let's take this stuff out and make it a little simpler. CC. Buy it now. Sort by lowest first. And paperwork and crappy looking ones, but this is a nice uncirculated one. Let's maybe add that to our search because it is totally uncirculated. Let's see, uncirculated in a holder. Come on, show the holder. Show what they look like when they're not beat to crap. And they actually look good. So I know it jumps up a lot when you get them provenly verified and holdered. Oh dear, it's gonna be hard to find this one. For the ones in slabs, I guess I could put the word slab in my search. There's a 1882 O for 65 and a sketchy looking ICG holder. I don't know about that. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. $70. I think I would need 75 for this one shipped. It's beautiful. Yeah, now we're getting into slabs at 75. Yep. So this would be, looks like nobody cares about the Golden Eagle. Let's put this up. All right, so I have the 1882P. I could do 75 shipped on that. I think I paid more than that for it, to be honest with you, last fall. glass back of it is awesome, man. Come on now, you can do it. You were doing great all morning. It's flawless. Absolutely flawless. Made by holder by PCS Stamps and Coins. Certified. These are actually common holder. You see these a lot. I've got several. But that's just an amazing Morgan for $70. Plus 5 shipping, 75 shipped. Interested there, Darren? It's your birthday year, you 100-and-something-year-old dude, you. What do you think? Any interest? I'll take silence as a no, or you had to step away. I was trying to sell you an 82. I still have this 82O in VF35. Let's see. It's an old style PCGS holder. It'll be kind of pricey, I think. Let me get up. So the 1882. Oh, VF35 PCGS old school rattle. Alright, so let's go over here and take a look at what we're doing. So on this one, basically we're talking about a very hundreds of dollars. MS64. So this one here is a VF35. These are all MS. This is the old school VF3080. That's I'd say it's $100 for the 35. Yeah, definitely. I might should be getting more than that for it. I don't remember what I paid for it either. I need to look that stuff up. I wasn't really prepared to sell the 82s today, but since you asked about them and I had 3 to choose from in stock, in inventory, have to wait a little bit, he says. All right. Well, I've got a 82 at 75 shipped. I have an 82 at what looks to be 100, and I'm robbing myself. I'll show that one to you, though. It's pretty nice. Let's go back over to the coin scope. Blah, blah, arrow, coin. This is the one that's in between priced. This is like a little toned, a little bit grayer than the blast white one. VF35, old school PCGS holder. A nice one, man. I mean, it's got really good detail, but it's got some scratches and stuff. So they gave it a VF35 probably for that scratch over the eagle's head predominantly and some of that staining. But again, beautiful, beautiful piece. A great collectible. And hey, nice hair. So yeah, that's kind of an entry-level 82O there, but for graded ones. Entry-level graded, uncirculated. That uncirculated one is a steal. Buying that for $75 and cross-grading it and it'd probably be a $150 to $200 when you're done getting it graded because it's so nice. It is so nice. But I'll put these 82s. Well, I'll leave that sitting there for a minute. What else would you guys want to see up close and in detail? Anything? Is anybody shopping for anything in particular right now? Stacking a certain kind of metal? I have every brand, shape, and size you can imagine. I have collectibles. If you've got a hole in your pocket, burning money, I've got, you know, spaceships and silver moons, and I've got collectible numismatia, you know, currencies and coins. Some of that stuff I need to get more organized for an auction, and some of it's just easy to price and sell right now. So like if you're looking for a 5-ounce bar, you know, that kind of thing, probably can hook you up. Let's see that 5-ounce Libertad, please. Okay. That's not cheap. You guys like the expensive stuff. Let me not make a mess of my inventory. So I lost one of the Morgans. Here it is. Let me move that out of the way. Put that back on the Morgan box. Been caught on my stupid headphones wire. Alright, so the 5-ounce Libertad is handy. That's right here. Let me make sure it's 5. Yeah, 5 ounces. So this is a monster. It's probably not going to stand up on the thing. I have to hold it. It won't stand up on the easel because it's 5 ounces. Let's get him to focus. Holding my breath so I don't shake it around. It's so heavy. Five ounces, man. It's like I'm holding my arm across my desk into the light box. And hold 5 ounces out at the end of your arm and try to get it to hold perfectly still. It's not easy. It looks really crisp and clear on my OBS screen, but by the time I look at the stream on my tablet, it's blurry. Let me flip it over. Show the back, which is the top here. And it's got the capsule. Isn't it sweet? I've probably got about 50 regular Libertads too, but this is the biggest one I've got. It's pretty rare. I don't know. Do you know the mintage on these by any chance? Can you Google the mintage on the 5-ounce 2022 Plata Pura 999 5-ouncer? Just lay that thing down like a hockey puck. It's so big. Let's look at the tatas on the microscope. Ha, let's make big tatas. Ha! I got it right on the first try. I just threw it on there and switched cameras and boom. Yep, they do have nipples. Confirmed. Yeah, baby. Let's not get, you know, evicted from Streamland. But look at the relief. It's amazing. You never knew there was little pieces of, like, flowers and stuff down on there because you're always looking cactuses because you're looking at her boobies, not her cactuses in Mexico. The Plata Pura. Snakes and eagles, and so this is hard to find your way around in Estados Unidos, Mexico. Oh yeah, so there's the bottom, the cactuses, the eagle and the snake. So the snakes and eagles, so that's that one. And then if we take this one, snakes and eagles don't seem to get along, do they? Because this is the Malta snake and eagle. The 1-ounce Malta, right? Snake and eagle. But then when you get to the Libertad, the eagle wins. That's hilarious. Little animation of eagle going for snake, eagle getting snake. Of course, we're looking at a Malta 1-ounce and a Mexican 5-ounce. So that's just interesting that there's... So I was showing you the that 5-ounce puck with this 1-ounce snakes on top. It's fun stuff. But here, maybe I can do it this way. Oh, goodness. If I lay this down like this and then just go. Nope, too bright. Nope, won't work. Can it just stand up on its own? It's thick enough, but it's gonna roll. About the back of the box. Better than nothing. But she won't focus. That gold back there in the corner is a 1 gram, but I forget what it's actually a picture of on there. I think it's an elephant or something. Let's try this. I can't tell from here. Just trying the different things on the stream. Year of what? The Libertad? The Libertad is a 2022. Yep, so who else still with me here? How many people are in my chat room right now? Let's see. I go over well, theater mode, view. I have everything zoomed in. 7 people watching, but a couple are me. So like 5 of you, that's not bad. Thank you for being here. All right, that helps that fit better. 326. Oh, I see. When I that, then this goes back to small again. So the chat ends up being too small. All right, let me try the auction video again. We've taken a break on that for a while. I didn't bore you to death, but let me try to get the start right. So if I run the auction finisher, then the sold needs to come. You said before it was too early. It was too early. So let me try it again. I watch it on the real thing. Okay, so I need to watch it on the stream, not on the OBS, maybe? Okay, how did that do? Was that any closer to the, was that any closer to it? I got some snipes that time, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like, Darren, you were right on time. Let's go look at it how I see it here. So, left desktop, live chat, zoom it in. Yeah, okay, so if I watch it on my tablet and put it in, then it's good when it hits you guys, not when it comes up on OBS, right? Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's close enough. And part of it is a little bit random. That's what sniping is about. So, can't be exact or it'd be too precise for the people that have their latency perfectly figured out. This is a little bit more fair because I put it in right when I see it. You guys are putting it in. And we'll just, that's how everybody does it. Cool. Ta-da. Yay. We'll give ourselves a round of applause for that. All right. Yay! So, does anybody know any good jokes? I haven't heard any lately, but I'll give you a rim shot anyway. Yep, that joke bombed. All right, good stuff. Been online for about an hour and a half. Didn't really have a stream planned. I think I'm going to wrap it up right now at the top of the half hour and get prepared for actual auctions coming now that everything's working and all the audio and video seem to check out okay. Thank you all for coming. I'm looking you all dead in the eye to say thank you very much right here in my heart. I appreciate you. Please come back for my real auctions where things will be organized and I'll have giveaways figured out and a few more bot stuff detailed. And, you know, it'll be more and more exciting with every passing week. Getting better at making my content. I'm also producing shorts. They're getting some traction. So keep an eye on my channel. Like, sub, comment, subscribe, all the things. Thank you so very much for being here all afternoon with me, you guys. I appreciate your helping me set it all up. And with that, I'm going to say adieu to you and you and you. Or as they say in that one movie, screw you, you're cool. Screw you, screw you. Anyway, thanks again for being here on Historic Metals, and y'all have a great day.